There's one more thing. Let me just, if I can find it, because I had it a minute ago. It was, when I have a belief that I don't necessarily know what the belief is, but I know that I must have a belief that is off.
How do you know?
Because I'm experiencing either discord and not knowing where the thought is coming from, feeling emotional discord, but not knowing what I'm thinking that's coming from it, and I'm pretty aware of what I think, or I'm having a manifestation of something.
So you're saying to us that you're having emotion in a pointed moment, and you cannot attach that emotion to a really recent thought?
Sometimes I can't, but what I do and what helps me...
Well, don't worry, it will get bigger.
No, but here's what I do. I agree with you, but I'll do that going general, and what ends up happening is after I've finished writing it, or sometimes while I'm writing it, a new thought comes in that is better than the thought, and then I know what the thought was, because the new thought comes in, and it's an easy, delicious, perfect thought for that moment.
Well, you see, what took place there was you had an emotion that you couldn't identify, which caused you to want to identify the emotion.
Right. And then
in other words, you said,
yeah.
I want to know what this is because I'm wanting to resolve it. So the negative emotion that you couldn't identify caused you to want to identify it. Then you found a thought that was general, and then you were able to identify it.
Right. But I don't
that's
necessarily...
the process of getting everything that you want.
Right. And I don't necessarily ever identify what it was that I let go of. I just know that I found something that feels really good, and that it...
Well, of course
in
not,
general,
because
yeah.
you see, you don't want to identify what you let go of,
right.
because when you identify it, you've got hold of it again.
Right. Right.
Because this is a universe of attraction, and a universe of there is no exclusion. There's no pushing anything away. What you give your attention to, you're calling to you. And of course you know that, but it was the perfect juxtaposition of that comment, because attention to it is the invitation of it.
Yeah.
That's why we say, and we really mean, you can't get to the bottom of something. You can't get to the bottom of what's bothering you, because your attention upon what's bothering you just causes that to have a deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. There is no bottom.
But if you do what Kate did, or laugh or love, then it's not bothering you, and then it changes, and it's not that thing.
That's right, but even more what that story is talking about is, as you don't make a big hairy deal out of the things that are bothering you, and you do add emphasis to the things that are going well, as you let your work, your process be more about making lists of positive aspects, and we would move from meditation, which is the most general thing that you can do with your mind, to making lists of positive aspects, which is the most specific thing that you can do about the things that are important to you. And we'd move back and forth between those processes, and in doing so, we would tune ourselves to the frequency of what's in our vortex. And then we would just let the chips fall where they may. We would not try to control law of attraction. We would not try to control other people. We would make a decision that we have a singular intent, and that is to be aware of and therefore control the vibrational output. So when you understand things as you do you know that you're the creator of your own experience? Yes. Do you know that you are offering a vibration in all waking moments? Do you believe that law of attraction is matching up? Are you the only one that knows this?
No, yeah.
Do you believe that whatever you're putting out is what's coming back to you? And isn't that meaningful information?
Yeah.
Don't you just love if you miss it when it's in the subtle stages, and so you continue to do it even though you don't mean to do it? Don't you love that it gets big enough that soon it gets your attention? And isn't it nice that really knowing what you don't want helps you to really know what you do want? And doesn't it feel good to recognize that there's no ending to that expansion? Don't you love recognizing that when you've asked for something, then you're not a vibrational match to it, but that you want to feel good, so you keep reaching for the feeling of it until you find it, and you can feel it sort of click into place in a vibrational way? And as soon as it clicks into place in a vibrational way, in an emotional way, now you've prepared yourself for the contents of your vortex to some extent. And now, just like water flows downhill, it begins flowing into your experience as affirmation or confirmation or manifestation, as proof, as evidence of the improvement that you made in your vibrational outputting. And then don't you love that there's enough variety that causes you to then regroup and launch another rocket, which at first feels off to you? It's not a vibrational match to where you are. You can't really put your finger on what's wrong, but you want to feel good, so you're willing to reach for it. So you meditate or do whatever you can in order to feel better, and then another piece of it comes and you feel that click into place. We want to help you to feel as we feel about the deliciousness of molding the energy. We want you to experience the subtlety, and therefore the precision, and therefore the specifics, and therefore the deliciousness. It's like being an energy connoisseur. You used to like that big old gallon jug, but you don't anymore. In other words, your tastes become refined in all things. Your tastes of energy become refined. You get better and better at it, and you begin to enjoy the subtleties of it more. And then you begin to feel this worthiness as you finally acknowledge that the universe will match you vibration to vibration. That if this time-space reality has the wherewithal to inspire you to that unique newness that you are asking for, that with understanding of the laws of the universe and a simple willingness to want to feel good and an understanding of the laws of the universe enough to know that in the going general, which has the potential of seeming boring, but also has the potential of activating your subtle awarenesses and actually giving you more definition than you've ever had before. So you can become this creative genius on subject after subject. You are the creator of your experience, but we are in on it with you. And when you explore and expand beyond your current belief or ability to allow your expansion, we still take it and know it and hold you as our object of attention, knowing that you will find it. But more importantly, not knowing that you will find it so that you will have the manifestation that will please you, but knowing in the reaching for the finding of it, you will have the joy that we have found even before the manifestation of it. Sometimes when we talk like this, you think we're trying to talk you out of manifestations. We are not. Manifestations are beautiful. We love that Esther is driving around in this car. We love that she has a manifestation that reflects her desire for clarity and speed and agility. We love that she has found something that pleases her in that way. But we loved every movement that she made energetically on her way to it. We loved the way it unfolded for her. She did not even see it coming. She was Googling an entirely different car, and that one somehow came into her search engine. And when she saw it, it captivated her interest, so she watched the video of it. And as she watched the video of it, it took her breath away. She said, I want one of these. And so she set out to find. She couldn't find them anywhere. There was not one in the state of Texas. There was not one in the state of California. She could not find this unique little beast anywhere that she looked. And then she found it. And it was love at first sight. The salesman said, don't you want to drive it? And Esther said, I will. But don't you want to drive it before you purchase it? Why? It could sit in my garage and make me feel good, she said. Have you looked at this thing? You can feel the perfection of it if you have practiced the vibration of it. If you've come to know the vibration of it, when it reveals itself to you, you'll know. You can't miss it, you see. And if you don't feel that way about it, you're not ready for it. We've enjoyed this interaction more than words can convey. It is delicious to come together with those like you who are coming more and more in every day to the perfection of that which is you. We just want you to know that your perfection will never cease its evolution. And that's what makes us all such delightful, eternal beings. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain stubbornly in the vortex. Yay! So good.